And I'm kind of learning how to use this platform. I would really appreciate some feedback. I don't have great lighting here. I just have, the room lights, windows. So let me know if you can't see very well. I might be able to work on something, maybe get some lamps at least. And then the audio quality, let me know if you can't hear or if you have difficulty following the instructions. I don't know why it gets randomly brighter. Anyway, if you have difficulty hearing, please let me know. And I might try to dig up some kind of microphone to use for this. All right, so it's about time to start. We've got a few here participating or watching. My name is Zoe Sipes, and I'm going to be teaching a gentle, mostly seated, maybe all seated yoga class today. And my goal for the class is to help you feel steady and calm. So as I said before, if you have any requests, feel free to put them in the chat box, and I can see those come up as I'm teaching. If you have any questions or if something's confusing, please feel free to put that in the chat as well, and I'll try to respond. It's difficult to teach sometimes when you can't see what's happening with your students, so if you want to let me know that way, maybe I can help you out. Hopefully the lighting will settle down a bit. But anyway, I'm going to have you close your eyes. So since we'll be seated, you'll need to be in a comfortable chair or something, flat that you can sit on. It could be a bench, even a coffee table. I've used those sometimes. Something that feels pretty comfortable to sit on and steady. You want your feet flat on the floor, and you want to be able to sit upright without a lot of difficulty. Once you find a seated position where you have some space around you, just go ahead and close your eyes. We'll just take a couple moments to sit. And you can breathe in and out through your nose if you like. And for the next few moments, just concentrate on how it feels to breathe. So you might notice the temperature of the air as it comes in and out. You might notice the speed of the air as it moves through you. You're just noticing how it feels today. And I want you to feel your feet on the floor. So feel your feet on the floor. Feel the steadiness of the floor beneath them. You might even spread your toes out, maybe wiggle your toes and press them down into the floor a little bit. You can feel your sit bones kind of ground down toward the chair. If you hear background noise, you might hear either my son nibbling on snacks or we have a pet gerbil. He's pretty active this morning, so just so you know. We'll keep the eyes closed through most of the practice, and you can look as you need for reference. Now I'd like you to make a sound with your breath. We're going to leave the inhale alone and just let that come in naturally. But each time you exhale, I want you to make a humming sound, like the sound M. And you're just going to go. It can be any volume you want. The sound is really just for you to hear. And you can kind of feel a little bit of vibration in the lips. So it just gives you some feedback about what your breath is doing. So you'll breathe in through your nose just like normal. And each time you exhale, you're going to have this long M sound. And you're just hearing the sound. You're just kind of feeling the breath as it leaves. Just let the sound last as long as your exhale does. We'll take several more breaths that way. Take one more breath like that, breathing in through the nose. As you breathe out, you're going to have this humming M sound for your exhale. We're going to keep the sound each exhale and add some movement to it. I want you to place your palms up on your lap. You'll breathe in through your nose. You can still have your eyes closed if you like. And as you breathe out with that sound, you're just going to bend your elbows so that your fingers can come toward your shoulders. Then as you breathe in, you'll open your arms again and set your hands back on your lap. So you'll exhale. You'll bend your elbows while you're breathing out with that sound. And then as you breathe in, you'll open your arms again. And we'll just continue this way for several breaths. So really easy. You breathe out with the sound, bend the elbows. You'll breathe in and open the arms again. Maybe 5 or 6 more like that. Do 2 more this way. Just move with your own breath. So however fast your breath goes is just perfect. After this one, you can just let your hands rest and relax. Keep your eyes closed a moment. Stay with the sound in your breath and just see how you feel. So you're checking in, noticing how your body feels, noticing how your mind feels. And then with your hands on your lap now, your palms down, you'll take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, I want you to fold over the legs. You can let your hands stretch down towards your feet, and then as you breathe in, you'll come back up again. So each time you exhale, you'll fold forward. You can let your hands slide forward, down toward the feet, and then as you breathe in, you'll come back up again. And again, just moving with your own breath. So you can breathe in and out through the nose. You can let go of the humming sound and the exhale if you want, and just let the breath move freely. If you find the humming sound useful, you can stay with it. We'll come back to it toward the end of the class. Each time you exhale, you'll slide forward over the legs, just letting the hands slide down. And as you inhale, you'll come back up. This is one of my favorite movements for the lower back. It's also nice for the upper back, especially if you let the shoulders relax so that the upper back gets a little bit more movement. Do about 2 or 3 more, just to warm up the spine a little bit. And then after this one, as you come back up to your seat, you can just pause there a moment. And we're going to do the same movement. We're going to add arms. So this will require a little bit more strength in the shoulders, but it's a really nice way to open up the upper body. So this time as you breathe in, you're going to take your arms up into a nice wide V shape. And then as you breathe out, you'll fold over the legs, reach the fingers out until you get to the bottom, and you'll let your hands come down toward the feet. And then as you breathe in, you'll lift your arms up, and you'll lift all the way back up to your seated position. And you'll breathe out and lower your hands down. And just going with your own breath, each time you breathe in, you're lifting up. And each time you breathe out, you're folding over the legs or letting the hands come down and relax. And do a few more that way. Just letting your breath kind of guide you through the movement. So you're breathing freely in and out through your nose. And just match the pace of your movement to your own breath. Your eyes can still be closed if you like. If you have obstacles around you where you can't reach your arms out, just bring them close to your shoulders as you fold forward. So you can exhale with the hands close, just to avoid hitting things if there's something in the way. And you can inhale and take them out again. Good. The next time you fold forward, I want you to stay there. So you'll exhale, you fold over the legs and let the hands relax down toward your feet. Then I want you to stay there and breathe in and out once or twice. Again, just letting the breath flow in and out, letting the shoulders relax, let your neck and face be relaxed. After 1 or 2 breaths, as you breathe in, you're going to lift your arms and come all the way back up again like you did before. And you'll breathe out and you'll lower your hands down in your lap. We'll do that about 3 more times. So you'll breathe in and take your arms up. And then as you breathe out, you'll fold over the legs. Once you get down there, you'll stay there for 1 or 2 breaths in and out. Again, letting the shoulders and neck and face relax. Just feeling the breath as it comes in and out, almost like a wave. When you breathe in, you'll come back up. And you'll lower your arms by your side as you breathe out. Again, you'll breathe in and lift your arms up. As you breathe out, you'll fold over the legs. Once you get down there, you'll stay there. You'll breathe in and out for 1 or 2 breaths. And then you'll breathe in and come back up. We'll do that 1 more time. You'll fold forward over your legs as you breathe out. You'll stay there for 1 or 2 breaths, just feeling the breath come in and out through your nose. After this last one, you can rest your hands in your lap. And again, with your eyes closed, just take a couple breaths. Just kind of feeling the effect of the easy movement. Feeling your body kind of wind down. So we're going to do a little twist from our seated position. You'll have your feet on the floor still. And this one is, it's really gentle. You're going to look down towards your hand, maybe your right hand. You'll take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, you'll watch your right hand as it crosses over toward your left shoulder. And you're turning your upper back and turning your head just slightly. And then you'll breathe in and you're going to watch your upper hand, letting your head turn as it comes all the way back to your lap. And then switch to the other hand. You'll breathe out as your left hand crosses over toward the right shoulder. Head turns slightly. And you'll breathe in as your hand comes all the way back to your lap. Go from side to side. So each time you exhale, you're turning to the side, crossing the hand over, turning your head. And as you breathe in, you're coming back to center. Do this a few more times. So we'll do this 1 more time on each side. So I'll do 1 more time this way on each side. Again, as you breathe out, you're going across. And then as you breathe in, you come back to the middle. Each time you breathe out, as your hand crosses over, you're letting your head turn along with the movement of the hand. So you're going to stay on each side a couple breaths next time. You'll exhale and go to the side. And then you'll stay here. And I want you to concentrate on this space between the ear, the neck, the shoulder, and let that space relax. You're breathing into the space of the chest and the belly. You feel that lift. Each time you breathe out, you let the space in the shoulder and neck relax. Take 1 more breath in and out here on this side. And then as you breathe in, you'll come back to the middle and rest your hand in your lap. And you'll do the same thing on your other side. You'll breathe out as you cross over. And then you'll stay here for a few breaths. You're breathing in and out through the nose. You can have your eyes closed if you like. As you breathe in, you can feel the chest lift and the belly expand. And as you breathe out, you feel your neck and shoulder relax. On your next inhale, you'll come back to middle. We'll do that on each side again. So you'll exhale and go to the first side. You're going to stay there for a few breaths. And your eyes can be closed. You can relax the eyes, the jaws, the neck, the shoulders. Just letting the breath come in and out, feeling how it feels. But on your next inhale, you'll come back to the middle. You'll exhale and go to that second side again. Staying here for 2 or 3 breaths, letting the breath flow freely. Each time you exhale, letting the space soften around the neck and shoulders. Then after 2 or 3 breaths on that side, come back to the center. Again, just take a couple breaths. You can have your eyes closed, hands resting on your lap. Notice how your body feels. Notice any difference that's occurred from that gentle twist. We're going to do that first movement we did where we fold over the legs. As you breathe out, you'll fold forward. Let your hands stay on your knees this time so the arms can just completely relax. And then you'll breathe in and you'll come back up. We'll do that a few more times. As you exhale, you'll fold over the legs. And then as you breathe in, you'll come back up. So your eyes are closed. Keep going with your breath. Each time you exhale, you're going to fold forward over your legs. And as you inhale, you come back up. And as you do this, I want you to feel what's happening in the neck and shoulders and just let it totally relax. So you're not needing to use your arms whatsoever. They're just kind of held in this space and being moved passively. Maybe 2 more like that. Then after you finish this next one, just come up to a seated position. We're going to sit for a little while. You want your feet on the floor. You want a nice upright position for the back, but if you feel like you can't keep upright comfortably, you can use some cushions behind you, or you can even lie down on the floor. That is totally fine. To get the most out of the practice, your body should be steady, but also comfortable. So once you are in a position that you can be in comfortably for 10 or 15 minutes, you go ahead and close your eyes. Your hands can relax wherever they feel best. Just like we started class, I want you to breathe in and out through your nose. And I want you to start using that sound in your exhale again. So again, it can be as quiet as you want. You're just making a soft humming sound. It's just something that you can hear, and you maybe even feel it in your throat or your lips or mouth somewhere. There's kind of a vibration feeling. It's just a way for you to connect to your breath a little bit more. So you're breathing in through your nose, and you're breathing out with this just let that sound last through your exhale. It doesn't matter what pitch it's on, and it doesn't really matter if it changes pitch at all. I'm not concerned about that. With your eyes closed, each time you exhale, you just have this soft sound. Keep this sound going. So each time you exhale, you still have this soft humming sound. And I want you to count in your mind as you exhale. So you're inhaling completely freely, no counting, no sound at all. And then as you exhale, you make that humming sound. You're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that in your mind. And then when you get to the end of the exhale, the sound stops, the counting stops. Breathe in again. And you'll breathe out, and you'll start the counting over, and you'll have that soft sound. We'll do this for a few more breaths, and all we're doing right now is getting an idea of how long the exhale tends to be. So you're not trying to make it longer at all. You're just getting an idea of whether it tends to be 3 counts or 5 counts or 8 counts or whatever it is. When you have a sense of how long your exhale tends to be, then we're going to start to lengthen it a little bit. So on your next exhale, I want you to add 1 or 2 counts to whatever it was before. So if you were breathing out for 4 counts, now you can breathe out for 5 counts, still with that soft sound. If you were breathing out for 8 counts, now you can do 10 counts and keep that sound. So we're just lengthening the exhale a tiny bit. Do that for a few breaths. It's just a way to check in and make sure the breath still feels good. And on your next breath, if the breath still feels easy, you add 1 or 2 more counts to the exhale again, so it's a little bit longer. And you can do that 1 or 2 more times. Eventually, I want you to come to a place where the exhale is longer than it started, but it's not a struggle to keep it that long. So you feel a sense of ease and you feel some comfort with it. And once you get there, we're going to do a few more breaths that way. So we're going to do maybe 2 minutes or so of just staying with that exhale with the sound, that longer count. You can have your eyes closed. You can change positions if you get uncomfortable. That's totally fine. Each time you breathe out, you have this steady, soft sound in your exhale. And you're just counting so the exhale is a little bit longer than it started out. Do about 5 or 6 more breaths this way. I'll take 2 more breaths like this. 2 more breaths where you have the sound in your breath. You have that long exhale. And then after those 2 breaths, I want you to keep your eyes closed, but you can let go of the counting, so you're not making your exhale any certain length, and you can let go of the sound as well. So breath is just coming in and out freely. And I want you to notice how your breath feels. And I want you to think of a place where you feel safe. It could be outdoors, it could be somewhere in your home, it could be somewhere from your memories or somewhere you're just imagining. It's a place where you feel safe. And just bring that to mind. I want you to imagine yourself in that place where you feel safe. You might imagine what it looks like to see that space around you. You might just imagine the feeling of being in that space. But just take a few moments, imagine yourself in the space where you feel safe. You can keep your eyes closed. I want you to cross your arms over the chest so that your hands come to opposite shoulders. And then as you breathe in, you're going to open your arms out. You can come as wide as you want. As you breathe out, you'll cross your arms over your chest again. And just doing this a few more times. Each time you breathe in, you'll open your arms outward. And each time you breathe out, you'll bring your arms across the chest again. Just 2 or 3 more that way. After this one, just let your arms rest across the chest or in your lap. Take a couple breaths. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to bring back that feeling of the safe space again. So bring back the idea of it, the image of it, the feeling it gives you. See if there's a place in your body where you feel safe. Where does your body feel safe here? Then I want you to cross your arms over the chest again. And as you breathe in and open your arms, I want you to imagine that feeling of safety expanding through your body all the way out to your fingertips and your toes, the top of your head. And as you breathe out, you'll cross your arms over the chest. It goes all the way back to that place where you felt it before. So each time you breathe in, that feeling of safety expands out through your whole body. And as you breathe out, it goes all the way back to that place it started. We'll just do a few more like that. Each time you breathe in, that feeling of safety moves outward all through you. As you breathe out, it goes back to where it started. Each time you breathe in, you might feel that safe feeling go even further. So it goes right past the edges of your body. And as you breathe out, it goes all the way back to where it started. So each time you breathe in, the safe feeling expands a little bit further. And each time you breathe out, it comes all the way back. You can feel around yourself each time you breathe in as that safe feeling expands. It's all around you. Each time you exhale, you bring it all the way back to where it started. Do one more breath this way. After this breath, you can have your hands here around you. You can rest them in your lap, but I want you to have your eyes closed and just be with this feeling for a few more breaths. Just to let this experience settle a little bit. You can stay here for as long as it feels good for you. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste. I'll be back on Thursday at 10:30. Please join us. Please invite others if you find this useful. I hope this helps. Thank you.